Hey everybody, we're going to be replacing the screen on an HP Envy M6-1225DX. You might have a cracked screen, whatever. If you can get a replacement screen from laptopscreen.com, that's where I got it. It's going to work great. Let's see how. Model number M6-1225DX. I'm going to flip it back over. We're just going to be removing this screen bezel around the outside. And then we'll be unscrewing the old screen, disconnecting it, and then replacing it with the new screen just in the reverse. Or I'm going to use this old library card to peel the screen off, the bezel off, starting on the sides. And you'll notice that there's some adhesive maybe, but that's shouldn't stop you. This one doesn't seem to have any. Alright, there's some adhesive up here by the webcam. And the snaps you're hearing are just the connectors holding the screen bezel to the lid. So as you can see in here, there's some adhesive holding the webcam in. Alright, so this top part's off. And working around the bottom, there's going to be some adhesive holding the screen to this bottom bezel, and it's going to have a circuit board inside of it. And once we get in there, we're going to bend the circuit board, but that belongs to the old screen, which we're going to be getting rid of anyways. I'm just going to show you inside here what this looks like. There's a circuit board, and I've peeled away quite a bit of this black adhesive tape in there. I mean, it's kind of silvery. Either way, we're going to get in, take it out. This part I want to show you. You can see where the tape is holding the circuit board to the bezel, and we're going to just peel that back. Okay. So that was all that was holding it on. It's just the clips are on the side and the tape down here. So I'm going to set this aside so it doesn't get broken. Next, what I'm going to have to do is remove this old screen. And it's just held in by 4 screws. There'll be these little black ones that you'll see here in the corners. It takes a small screwdriver, so if you don't have one of those already, you'll need to get it. I'm just going to save these screws. Pretty short, pretty small, easy to lose. You don't take care of them. I'm just going to lift this screen forward and rest it on the keyboard. Here we got the connector back here. I'm just going to unplug that. It's a little piece of tape, but it just lifts right up. And there we go. Alright, so I just went and transferred these 2 rubber pads up from the old screen to the new screen, just where they were. That's what the other one was, and I moved it up here. Just peel right off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the old screen, put it aside, and then connect the new screen where it was. Take this. using the new screen. Right here. Plug it in. It's got a piece of tape on the top. That's to hold it once it's connected. I'm just going to connect the new screen right now. Okay, so now it's connected. I'm just going to screw the new screen back in using the old screws. Just gonna pop the battery back in, make sure I've got everything connected right. There we go, good as new. Because it is new. So I just shut back the computer back down. I'm just gonna take the battery out. And off to the side. Now everything's back in, it's working fine. We just gotta get it back to looking like a normal laptop. So I'm just gonna use this bezel back again. Make sure that the webcam is lined up. Has its own little set of plastic pins that it sits on here and here. You wanna make sure that it's sitting on there. So when you put the bezel back on, it's not jacking up your webcam. Start with the bottom first. Get it seated over the hinges just right. But before we do that, we want to remove the protective plastic covering on the screen. That's glorious. Alright. Make sure everything's sitting down there just right and just start pushing it back on. It's the opposite of what we did in the first place. Now around here there's a cable for the webcam, and you want to make sure that's out of the way of the screws and the clip when you're putting this bezel back on. There it is. There we go.